Hi, my name is Scout Turner, and I am the CEO of our business on Me Tod. Here with me, I have Peyton Langley, who is our Chief Operating Officer, Keedley Van Meter, who is our Chief Marketing Officer, and Hudson Grimes, who is our Chief Financial Officer. So today we're just going to tell you a little bit about our service. Just kind of our story is we're sitting around one day, Peyton and I were talking about traveling to Ireland. That was just a tourist destination that she really wanted to go to, and one of our friends had recently just gotten back. So we were asking her about her trip and how she had enjoyed it, and one thing that she was talking to us about was the problem of transportation. She wasn't old enough to rent a car, and the public transportation was sometimes a hassle. So that is where On Me Tod was born from, and Keedley's going to tell you guys a little bit more about our idea.
All right, so to go off what Scout was saying, one of the main problems in Ireland is that there is not any rental services for those under 25. Most motorcycle and car rental places do not allow you to rent if you're under 25, and if they do allow you to rent, then they're going to mark up the price a lot, which no tourist likes to have. Another problem we have is the length of rental period. All car and motorcycle rental services offer or only allow you to rent their car for a minimum of a week, and we hope to fix that with the business model that we've created. And then finally, the last problem is the price. Renting a car or motorcycle for a full week is pretty expensive in Ireland, and as mentioned, no one wants to have that. Okay, so the solution to the problem is this service will allow people to rent our scooters that are anywhere from 15 and above. So we really hope to attract some younger tourists to use our service. Another thing is we do a one-day minimum rental. So again, aside from just attracting younger tourists, we would like to look for tourists and residents of all ages that don't want to commit to renting a motorcycle or a car for a full week. And then this is also a very cost-efficient way of transportation. As Peyton will discuss later, our service is about $45 a day, which is relatively cheap compared to our competitors. And then finally, this is a very unique way of transportation, as we offer the battery-powered scooter that is also very eco-friendly.
So obviously our business is a service-oriented product. So we do have a product, but it's a service that we're offering, the transportation service. We also are planning on having an iOS and Android application where our customers would be able to open up their phone, book and pay for their scooter, as well as arrange for the pickup place and drop-off location. Whereas if you were a walk-up customer, which we also offer, you would just pick it up at our central location, which Hudson will tell us about here in a few minutes. We also have 3 of the charging stations located across Dublin and 1 warehouse location where our scooters stay in the evenings when we're closed. We also plan on having a student ambassador program. We'll talk about this more in a few minutes, but we want to start with the Trinity School and universities around Dublin to help us promote our product or our service. We also want to give the students a student discount as well, so just to make the students more familiar with our product and more apt to use it. And again, we offer that low price, which is a huge part of our business model.
Okay, so when we were figuring out where to put our charging stations, we picked out the 5 most popular tourist spots in Dublin. So it's these red squares right here. So this one is Phoenix Park, which also holds the Dublin Zoo. Right here is the Guinness Storehouse. Then right here we have the Book of Kells. And then right here is, this is Grafton Street, which is a popular area of restaurants, bars, and whatnot. Then we have the Book of Kells. Then we have the National Gallery of Ireland. So then, after we know the 5 most popular locations, then we chose our charging station locations. We put 1 here at the Dublin Zoo, Phoenix Park, put 1 at the Guinness Storehouse, Then we put our other one at Grafton Street, which I mentioned before. And then, so then you see a orange oval right here. That's our warehouse. That's where all of our scooters will come from, all of our service. Like we said, we'll have 10 workers with us. So we think we placed all these in convenient locations to where our scooters supposed to last 2 hours, but this is only from the location at Phoenix Park to the location at Grafton Street. It's only 3 miles. So we feel like we made it. This is an easier way of traveling around Dublin. Oh, sorry about that. Our slogan, Me Tod, actually came from an Irish phrase. Todd is actually a man's name. His name is Todd Sloan. So he was born in Indiana. He was a horse jockey, and he dominated in the U.S. And then this is in the early 1900s. And then Prince of England invited him to the UK to horse race for him. And then in the UK, he dominated as well. And supposedly one reason he was successful was his style of racing. So the Irish, they said it as like Todd Sloan, he's always on his own. And from that, they got On Me Tod, which means on your own. So here at On Me Tod, our scooter rental service is making it a breeze to be on your own.
When we were picking out our target market and who we thought our business would be most suitable for, first, the most obvious to us would be tourists. We picked the ages 15 to 35 because in Ireland, just like here in the U.S., at 15, you're able to get your driving permit. So 15-year-olds are insurable. And then we went all the way up to 35 because we figured that that would be a pretty good middle age range for people that would really want to use our service. Also, students in Dublin we thought would be a great market. As I kind of mentioned earlier, there are a lot of universities. Trinity is probably our biggest and the one that we would go to first in Dublin. We're going to offer them a 10% student discount, so that would be just incentive to use our service. Student discounts are a huge thing here in the U.S., so we figured that that would be a great way to get students using our service and get them promoting it around campus, which would go along with our campus ambassador program. Also, our last age group would be just the young residents of Dublin. So again, that same 15 to 35. But people that live in Dublin, young professionals, people that don't have cars, we really think that they would benefit from our service.
Our competitors in Dublin include car and motorcycle rental services, public transportation, and bicycle rentals. There are currently 5 rental services in Dublin, 3 motorcycle rental services, and 1 bicycle rental service. There are a number of modes of public transportation in Dublin. These include buses and taxis. Currently at the moment there is not a scooter rental service in Dublin, so we would be the first to hit that market.
Alright, so the day in the life of an Me Tod user. So our user, his name is John. He stayed at a popular hotel, which is essentially located in Dublin. And from there he takes a short walk across the River Liffey to our Guinness Storehouse location. The key thing for John, though, is he used our app. And so he arranged for him to have a scooter waiting on him at the Guinness Storehouse location. So from there, he might hang out in this area. Let's say he spent his morning in the area from the Guinness Storehouse to the Phoenix Park Dublin Zoo area. So then, so after those few hours, his scooter's going to need charging. So then, he's going to charge up at the Dublin Zoo location. Might hang out there for a while, but then let's say he's ready to spend his afternoon elsewhere. So then from there, he goes across Dublin and ends up, let's say he goes to St. Patrick's Cathedral, hangs out there for a while, and then to end his night, he wants to eat here at Grafton Street, where our last charging station is, and then that's where he would leave his scooter for the day and then head back to his hotel.
Okay, so how do we come up with our price for our scooters? We based our prices off our competitors' prices along with our own costs and expenses. We did this by playing around with our financials. One of our key things that we didn't want to do was to overcharge our customers. After playing around with the financials, we found out that we needed to charge $45 a daily fee to rent the scooter, and a $5 optional helmet rental. If they had their own, they were allowed to use that, but if they didn't, we did offer that service. And we also did have a $10 extra battery charge if you had tourists that were looking into traveling a lot during their stay in Ireland. Our prices do include our insurance fees and one battery swap. Okay, so our projections. This shows you our projected gross profits for 2015 through 2017. Our gross profit was highest in 2015 because of our building costs were included in our startup, and it was already directly accounted for. We do see a steady increase from 2016 to 2017. This shows that our company is doing well. Our gross profit is only our sales minus our cost of goods sold. It does not include all expenses such as depreciation, taxes, and things like that. Next, we see our net income for 2015 through 2017. We assumed our net income would decrease from 2016 from our grand opening year in 2015, because that would be our big year where we would make a lot of money. We also had less expenses in 2015 than any other year, so that's why you see a higher net income in 2015. From 2016 to 2017, we do see an increase in net income due to business growth. And in 2016, we purchased more scooters and equipment to expand our business after seeing a good turnout in 2015.
As you can see, we have thoroughly evaluated the market, our competitors, and really just the climate in Dublin for our business, and we really think that this would be a very successful venture. So we are asking $150,000 in exchange for 25% of our company. We really hope that you guys choose to invest with us, and thank you so much for watching our presentation.